Welcome to youtube.com/vlogofvalanda. You are listening to VoV Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be wondering why this episode of vlogofvalanda is only available as a radio show. Unfortunately, this is because my roommates have stolen my webcam and refused to give it back until after I have made this video. The reasoning behind that is because they want to see me do the Girls Aloud video that Kareth mentioned. I don't really want to do it, so this video will be entirely shot as a radio show. Unfortunately, the video will be pretty boring, but, you know, go ahead, browse the internet, do something else. So my apologies for that. My apologies as well for the fact that I have to do 2 videos this week. I intended fully to put up a second video last week, but it just did not go down. So I suppose we should move on to our main theme for this video, which is actually the main theme of the vlog from last week. I never actually got to tell you the 5 bad things about uni. So here we go, again in no particular order. The first thing I find quite irritating about uni is actually the people. Although I said the people was a great thing last week, there is also the flip side to that, which is that if you are put in a flat with someone that you do not like, you are screwed. You have to deal with that person for a year. And that also brings me to another piece of news, which is that Ed, my only male roommate, is actually moving out. He's dropping out of university because the course was entirely unsatisfactory and it was in no way what he wanted to do at all. So he's actually now got an internship at a zoo and he's going off to work there, which means he won't be here in the new year. We have talked to the administration here in the junction, and we are definitely getting a new roommate in the new year, and it's probably going to be a foreign exchange student, so we're not really sure how to react to that. And that was what conjured up this thing, is that we don't know who this person is going to be. We don't know if we'll like them. We don't even know if they're going to speak English, and they're going to be coming into the flat with the 5 of us who have already known each other for 3 months. We're all pretty good friends, and I think that would suck both for that person and for us if it turns out that we do get someone that we do not get along with. The next bad thing that I have about uni, and my next complaint really, is the food. And again, this is something that I mentioned as being great last week, but because there is so much freedom with your food, you don't make decent meals. And I know I've been suffering from not making decent meals recently, even though I said that I've been cooking quite a lot. I haven't been in the last couple of weeks. I've just gone off it for some reason. And I think it's because when I go out to shop, there are so many easy options that are very cheap that I won't pick up the more expensive, healthier options. But over my next semester, I'm intending to start shopping online and getting it delivered, which should hopefully allow me to actually start making decent meals. My next complaint is actually about the location. Now, although the junction is perfectly suited to being in Lincoln, I'm not a fan in its entirety of Lincoln. There are some little things that you really miss out on, because it's quite a small town and a lot of the places that you would like to go simply don't exist here. There's like a lot of shops, and in fact, in one way, a subgenre of shops there's not really here. Like, I haven't seen, in my time here, one skate shop, except for one which is about 20 minutes from the centre of Lincoln. It's quite a ways out, and I'm not a big fan of that. And there's little things that I would like to be here that were there at home that aren't here in Lincoln. My penultimate complaint is actually about the freedom. Because we have so much freedom here, I don't necessarily manage my time very well. I'm not a great person at time management at the best of times, but when my study is literally self-guided, I often find that I will not do things at a very convenient moment. Now, I say that, I'm actually recording this video at 7:20 in the afternoon. I'm getting it done nice and early, but I found myself not being able to correctly manage my time, and it's not even just bad for me, sometimes it's bad for other people as well. And my final complaint then is actually that the course is pretty easy, and I'm finding it to be annoying because I'm not engaging with my course very well, because it's all stuff that I've done before. Now obviously I'm getting on well with the people in my course, but the course material is very dull to me on account of the fact that I just simply haven't done anything. Like, everything is everything I've done before, and that's no interest to me. Admittedly, there have been some challenges that have cropped up, and those I've relished. They've been excellent. However, because, again, going back to the freedom, because of the freedom, I don't challenge myself. I need the work to challenge me sometimes, and it just doesn't. However, hopefully over Christmas I will start to challenge myself a little bit more, do a little bit more work, just in general, just to keep myself going, and maybe try and introduce my my interesting stuff. So my punishment for failing to make the video last week was that I was going to make an After Dark video on the weekend. I wasn't sure if Joe meant the weekend after his video or the weekend after my next video, and unfortunately, because I wasn't aware which one, I've just gone with the weekend that is coming, just to make my weekend a little bit easier. Now what I will actually be showcasing on After Dark this week is possibly going to be a Minecraft launcher. It's called the FTB launcher, and it's made from the guys who make the Feed the Beast mod pack, which I believe Joe was aware of previously. And it just compiles all the mods and it downloads them for you, and there's no configs you have to worry about yourself. It literally downloads Minecraft and mods it for you, so that you can play with that. And not only is the FTB mod pack on there, there are several other mod packs, and I just want to show you a little bit of what there is available there, and then possibly introduce you to the idea of Feed the Beast itself, which, because it didn't start out as a mod pack, it started out as a map idea utilising mods. So yeah, that's going to be my my video on this coming weekend. I'm probably going to make it way before, but yeah, that'll be hopefully out Saturday or Sunday, probably Sunday on account of the fact that fake Christmas is on. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this very special radio edition of VlogofValanda, and I will see you all next Monday, and you'll actually see me then, hopefully.